we were doing there with the driver. Okay, so generally speaking, as we talked about the setup with your irons, more so with this, it would be you want space for your arm to swing. In both these cases, you can see you've got the space there. With the irons, there was a tendency, especially with the short irons, I mean quite close. I think it's just a bit of, not lazy sounds like a negative thing, but just a bit like, just like it's a 9-9, who cares? Like you just stand to it. You're not sort of taking that kind of complete every single time. Okay, so make sure you've got space with all the clubs you're in. Okay, when you're really close to the golf ball with your hands will kind of work out here away from the body in the takeaway. With the driver, okay, as you went back, these takeaways there, both of which very, very good. Club working back now along your toe line, hands are under your shoulders. At these positions, in both these shots, we're in a good spot, okay? Top of the backswing, okay. Top of the backswing, very similar, okay. Good shoulder turn, clubs above your right shoulder, nicely on line, all good, okay. This one here now, your hands move way out away in front, okay. So you can see the gap from there to there is a lot. This one here now starts working down. That's a bit further away from your hands, but there you go. That's where your hands are there. They are still a little bit further away from the body than what we'd want, but they are starting to move in this direction somewhere. Right direction, yeah. And I wouldn't expect it to go, but you can just look at those two there now. We're going there. And then there. We've moved closer in a few. Just the angle of your lead arm. So put a line down here for your left arm and your left arm there, okay? That arm is further down the right hand side. Not massively, but enough to make you have more control of that club face. As you're coming into the golf ball here now, you can see the blur of that golf club now is on the outside of the golf ball. This one here now, as we come back, is more on the back of the golf ball, yeah? So we get a much more solid contact, striking the ball now nicely, hits the screen, and then turns to under control. Whereas this one, when you're much further away from the ball, catching the club, you can see the contact there on the tee. I mean, the tee's visible to the heel of the driver there because your arms are way out here, and there's kind of your sort of knobbly one that sort of goes low left, and I think it picked up too fair, but it's a very low left. And look at the hands, how much sort of round here they are, looking a bit lower and pulley, whereas that one there, the angle of this, to me, is a better angle than that there. Because what's happened on the left-hand one, you kind of swung it here and gone whoosh out here. Well, now you've got to come back to the golf ball, so as you come back here and then low that way, yeah? Whereas the one on the right before, your hands came down, the hands went high, and then your hands are up there more, yeah? It's like a discus being thrown that way. You wouldn't want to throw a discus kind of at this because it's go behind you, yeah? So getting those arms to kind of feel they're falling, dropping and going this way more, not out that way. And I think a lot of that just comes from you trying to hit it hard, which is fine, but hitting it hard too early, yeah? Don't try and hit it hard from here, because there's no relevance to the ball up here to there. The ball doesn't know what the club's doing there. You can do whatever you want, okay? But it's from there to there, okay? But if you go too fast, too early, now your arms start swinging from the top. If you get to that top of the backswing, your arms now start moving out to the ball, and now you're stuck. You've really got no chance. If you actually, I'll find some clips if I can do, you can search out, just Google like any Tour Pro's name and just put down the line driver, and they'll have a slow-mo video, and you'll see when they come into impact, okay, as they're hitting their golf ball, okay, their arms will be on that blue line there, or somewhere in that blue line there, whereas yours, as you're coming on this one over here, I mean, it's like miles away. Yeah. Okay. Put your golf bag underneath your arms there, enough space there. Okay, so just feel that kind of downward motion and then extend up and through, not whoosh and then like whoop, have to try and pull it back in. And that's why you struggle with that club, because you've got speed in abundance. When it's wrong, it's just like whoosh. Yeah. And I say 6 out of 10 at 250 compared to a 2-iron saving you half a shot. The 4 that losing a golf ball is costing you 8 shots. So is it worth it? Yeah. There are times on the course, you play in the Mac. First on the Mac, quite a wide open space. Second and third, get your 2-iron down there until you're warmed up anyway. Okay. Fifth, you won't need it. 6, see how you're hitting the ball. 7, no. 8's par 3. 9, I wouldn't recommend it. 10, maybe. 11, you don't need it. 13, if you're feeling good, give it a smack. 14, if you want to go for the green, hey, why not? But chances aren't going to reach in the wet today, or when you play on the weekend or whatever you play next. So you could lay it there. 16, definitely don't need it. 17, if you're having a good day, you want to give it a whack, then fine. And 18, maybe if you want to. There's no need. There's not like 480 par 4 where you must hit driver because you must make a par. We're expecting you to make pars and bogeys. So on the long par 4s that are generally harder and bogeys are to be expected, you can hit your 2-iron. Okay. If you want to hit your driver and you want to get a practice and a try and a challenge, then crack on. But knowing that it's not a necessity, so if the driver's not working, it's not like, oh, I can't play the back today, it's too long. You can do it long enough. But all the same principles that came, where your hands are in relation to the ball. And it's almost like your wedge in 9 was too close, your 6 and 7 iron that you normally hit pretty good was probably about right, and the driver gets a bit too far away in the downswing, so your hands are kind of moving up and down this way in the swing, giving you a variety of different shots. So yeah. Okay, mate, make sense?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.